Is up, YouTube? It's Vince the Prince back here again. We have a Monday Night Football live, obviously play-by-play reaction and everything. Cowboys versus Raiders. Some below 500 teams here on Monday Night Football, but at the beginning of the season, this might have looked pretty interesting, right? With Gianti coming into the league, obviously the Cowboys looking like they might have a really good offense with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, they've just gotten it together, and the Cowboys have a really, really good offense, to say the least. Just a really, really bad defense after trading away Michael Parsons. But who would have seen that coming? Maybe a couple of us, but not all of us. Brandon says, "Let's get it." He says, "About time y'all are back." He says, "Vince is ready for that whooping this upcoming week." We'll see, man. Jamar Chase just got suspended for me. And I don't think his appeal is going to work out for him. So he's not playing in week 12 there for us. But last week he got me like 6 points, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I still think I should be able to get the dub. I'll pull up my sleeper fantasies here in a little bit, as well as my Yahoo fantasy as well. But Pareko here with the question already says, trade Henderson for Bowers. His running backs are Javonte, Hampton, Kamara, and Tracy. My tight end is McBride. Basically, would rather flex Hendy or Bowers rest this season. So we can double check on Bowers here and his pretty much rest this season. I do believe that the last time I looked at this, Bowers didn't have the best rest this season just because the Raiders have kind of really bad matchups to go up against at the end of the year. So let me pull up Sleeper just to make sure on the rest of season matchups here for him. But from what I remember, because I have Bowers in one league, I also have Kittle in one league too. So let me just double check. Before I give you my for real answer, I would say Bowers is nice, but from what it looks like, rest of season here, he's got a lot of tough defenses to go against. Obviously, after this, he has Cleveland. Not the best passing defense against tight ends, but obviously a pretty decent one. He's got the Chargers. He'll feast there, hopefully. He's got Denver, Philly, Houston back to back to back. Those are going to be really tough matchups, but he should be one of the only guys that gets touches, as well as the Giants and Kansas City. So I would say out of his last 7 games, I would say 5 of those are pretty tough. So if anything, I might hold on to Henderson just for the fact that I do believe the Patriots are going to continue to use him, even if what's his name comes back a little bit healthy, Stevenson. Obviously, this past game, he had the hat trick before halftime, I believe. But if you look at his back-to-back games, he's got 28 points in week 10, 32 points in week 11 here on one of our sleeper apps. He's got Cincinnati, then the Giants, 2 other teams that he should feast against in the run game and the pass game there. Then he's got Buffalo, Baltimore, the Jets, and Miami. I just like his rest of the season better, to be honest. But from what it looks like, it's going to be Javonte, Travion Henderson as your starters, and maybe the flex you can put Kamara in there if Kamara gets back to form. If not, that I don't know. I don't know who your wide receivers are, but obviously I think Javonte and Henderson and Hampton, if he's healthy and gets back around week, I think they said week 12 or week 13, so this upcoming week or the week after that. If he gets back, then he'll slide in greatly right before playoffs for you in that flex position. So your team looks really good. I would keep it together, to be honest. Henderson has barely started to get hot, and I think he can continue to keep it going with the type of snap percentage that he's getting, as well as the touches. So that's just my opinion there. It says, yes, sir, let's get it. Need Williams, the running back for Dallas, and then Aubrey to combine for 30 points. You think I got it? Well, I hope you do, because I also need something similar. I'm going against Big Money Joe in that league, and Javonte Williams. I need him to just outpace Ashton Gianti and George Pickens combined. I'm up by about, let's see, what is it? I'd say about 25 points. So I think I got it in the bag, but I just don't want to jump the gun too far because I know that Pickens can go off And we've seen Ashton Janti a couple times go off himself for a 30-point game. So against the Cowboys and their weak defense, I wouldn't put it past him to have a great game. But so far, Williams has 0.6 points. So you're almost there. You need 29.4 more points. So let's see. I will pull up some of these right now. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Well, I'll do it in a little bit, actually. So we'll share it in a little bit once we get to a commercial break. But it looks like Bowers there is already getting the work. So I know that he looks very enticing to you, Preco, and I wouldn't doubt or I wouldn't mind you not doing it. It's just coming into these last few weeks, you want running backs who are worth a damn, you know? And to me, that's Travion Henderson and Javonte Williams and Hampton. God forbid any of them go down, you have to have at least two. And if you give up one that is just really hot right now, it could work out bad for you, in my opinion. So that's why I don't want you to trade them away. Even though I have Bowers and I have McBride and I have Kittle. So I'm in the same boat as you. Both my tight ends got me 20 points each, I believe, this week. Let me double check that. Yeah, McBride got me 27. Kittle got me 24. That's already above 50 points. I believe it's 53 when it's all said and done there from them. So that's why I am going to get the dub this week because Addison got me 10. Jamar Chase got me 6. Breece Hall got me 8.4. And Drake May got me 15. So my tight end strategy where I drafted a tight end in the second and third round worked out great. So, yeah, it's finally giving me dividends right here. But the double tight end strat is hard to kind of have there. It would be crazy for somebody to have a triple tight end kind of strat there. But obviously, you can only put one tight end. And if you have two flex positions, then you could capitalize on that. But yeah. Let's see. It says, do you don't think it's not impossible to hit it? Yeah, I don't think it's impossible to hit it. It's just going to be a little tough. You're going to need Aubrey, obviously, to get a lot of far and out there type of kicks, like 50-yarders, 40-yarders. But then that also works against Javonte Williams because you want Javonte Williams to get touchdowns as well. So that's where it's going to kind of work against you. You're either rooting for one of them to have a whole crap ton of points. The way that I think it would work out is it's Javonte just kind of does really good, has a lot of big runs, a lot of pass catches for the PPR points. And then you get a long field goal from Aubrey, and that's, in my opinion, the quickest way and the most feasible way without touchdowns here. Because if Javonte Williams gets a touchdown, that's 6 points plus whatever yardage he has, or if it was a catch and the yardage, and then you're going to get 1 point from Aubrey. So it could work out that way, or it could work out to where Javonte Williams is getting a lot of yards, a lot of catches. He gets you about 15 points, and then Aubrey gets you the other 15 from like 4 bomb type of kicks. It says Ramad Hidayah says, good morning. Well, for us, it's night, my guy, but glad to see you here. Where are you from? Put it down in the comments. But yeah, so we finally hit a commercial break here. So let me go ahead and check this. Yeah, that's a good screen right there. So obviously, this is one of the leagues that I've been talking about. This is our gold league. So as you can see, I am at 107 and Big Money Joe's at 82.8. I have Javonte Williams, and he has Ashton Janti and George Pickens. That is the rest of our teams there quickly. This is another one that is in the works for me here. This guy has already had every single person play. I have Javonte Williams, I have Brock Bowers, and I believe that's it. Yeah. So that's who I got. So Brock Bowers already has 2.8, and Javonte Williams has 0.6. So obviously I need them to really go off. I need about 40 points to win here. So 40 points on the dot. So I need basically 20 from Javonte Williams and 20 from Brock Bowers. It's a long shot, so I'm not expecting to win this one as I am sitting at, I believe I'm sitting at 7-3. So I should go down to 7-4. Yeah. And I believe I still should be somewhere near the top. Where is it at? I think it's right here. Yeah. Still should be somewhere near the top here. I'm drinking my cup. So yeah, I should stay in second because this guy lost. This guy won. So maybe I'll drop down to third. We'll see. But yeah, that's one of them as well. I also got my butt handed to me here from AJ. So I already have the solidified loss unless Dak Prescott as well as Aubrey get negative points, and they both have to get negative points. But yeah, so this is the one that I'm looking at to obviously win. And let me pull up my Yahoo one. Let's see. Let's just go here, and I think I can click fantasy from here. Yeah, sports and fantasy. As we get Javonte Williams going for a almost 10-yard run there. So that's awesome. This one I absolutely creamed my opponent. So basically the trade deadline there. But let's go ahead to the matchup. And I absolutely creamed this guy. I work with him, so it's okay. Josh Allen, JSN, McMillan, all going for pretty much almost 100 points. I believe if you add it all together, these three guys got me 97 points by themselves. Gibbs did well. Breece Hall did all right. Judkins didn't do so well. I have Ferguson playing at this point in time. Jason Myers got me 15 points. Seattle's defense got me 2. And this is my bench here. So nothing too crazy, but obviously highest scoring team of the week there. So that one I'll just take away because that one does not have any implications for fantasy for me right now. But let's get back to this game. Basically, it's still tied 0-0 here in the first quarter. Let's see. It says, believe it or not, AJ still has a chance to win. Go look. Oh, I'll check it out. Oh, no. Did somebody fumble right now? Who fumbled? I was not watching, but it looks like the Raiders fall on top of the ball. Maybe that was Dak Prescott who fumbled there. From what it looks like, maybe. So let's see if I can. Yeah, it looks like they're panning to Dak Prescott there on TV, so it looks like he's the one that fumbled. So Ramad here is asking, what's my name? My name is Vince. Nice to meet you, man. Brandon says they benched Pickens and CeeDee Lamb for their first drive. They got in trouble for something. Ooh. Well, now they're back in, basically, and their second drive basically comes to an end. So that's crazy. It says, my name is Nabil. Nice. Nice to meet you, Nabil. It says, thanks for the shout-out. I'm assuming that's for me, or it might be for Brandon. I think we both said your name. He says, yes, sir. He says, AJ, go like that video. I don't know what video he's talking about, so. Let's see. Okie dokie. So back to this here. It may look like that ball came forward, but I think Crosby is the one that pushed it forward. So this actually might be it is a fumble. It looks like the Raiders have the ball. They've already checked it and everything. The Raiders are in the red zone now. So this is going to be interesting for sure, to say the least. So I think now if I look at it, just for the time being, I am beating AJ in the dynasty because of that fumble. I just want to go look at that. There you go, boys. I am winning right here. Let me pull this up. I am winning against AJ at this point in time just because of Dak Prescott. Now, if Dak Prescott never plays a snap again and Aubrey just, is not able to get any kicks, I could win this. But that is a 5% chance of happening. So that's okay. Let's see. Ooh, there's Ashton Gianti after the penalty there. AJ says, no. Yeah, not going to happen, my guy. You got the dub there. Clear as day. I'm assuming with one pass from Dak Prescott to either Pickens or CeeDee Lamb, it's going to be over. We both know that they will get points. So let's see here. Geno Smith again, 3rd and 12. Behind the sticks are ready. This is pretty typical of the Raiders here. Once they get in the red zone, they shoot themselves in the foot, get sacked, have a penalty. That one was to Tucker, I believe. Trey Tucker, and just missed him. They were not communicating very well, so it looks like the Raiders will get 3 points here. So in advance of that, I will be updating this scoreboard. And let's see. They'll either miss it or basically they'll make it and I'll have it correct already. So let's go ahead and do this. And let's get this ready, basically. So the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. It is now 0-3, as you can see right here. There you go. Awesome. So 0-3, first quarter still, 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this game. It's looking like a decent game. I think I picked the Cowboys here to cover against the spread. I don't remember what it is, so let me go ahead and check on the phone, as I cannot check on the computer because still we are unable to have a computer version or a PC version. It's only on the phone. But yeah, the Cowboys were favored by 4. So if they get a touchdown here, they will already touchdown and an extra point. They will already be covering. Let's go see who Dizzle chose. I think Dizzle also chose the Cowboys here. Yes, he did. So basically, Dizzle and I are tied this week, so I should still be above him by about 6 picks. For those of you who aren't aware, 6 picks. Dizzle and I have a bet of $100 throughout the entire season just to see who picks each game against the spread best. So far, I am up by 6. Let's see. Going to close out some of these windows. But how is y'all's Monday going, guys? Let me know down in the comments. Let me also know of any fantasy trades that you might want to do. A lot of fantasy football leagues have this as the last week to send any trades to anybody. So if you need any help, let us know down in the comments. As it is getting fairly close, you would need somebody to accept by the time that it strikes 12, I think either tonight or 12 tomorrow night before waivers. But if I'm not mistaken, it might be at 12 o'clock tonight. But yeah, so let me know down in the comments if you have any fantasy needs there. AJ will also be live tomorrow for fantasy football advice for waiver wire pickups or any leagues that still are able to trade all the way up until playoffs. So, but yeah, it looks like we're back here. Ooh, it looks like we're going to get an exclusive look into Avatar, the next one that comes out in like 2027 or something like that. I think it's like Fire and Blood or something. Avatar Fire and something. So it should be good. I enjoy those movies. But let's see, will we get kickoff here in Allegiant Stadium right outside of, or right inside of Las Vegas? I remember when they were building that stadium when I went about, let's see, how long ago was it? I think I was 22. So I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago. I went for my cousin's wedding, bachelor and bachelorette party combined in Vegas. And I remember passing by the stadium when they were just getting down all the infrastructure. It took forever for them to build it, but now it is up and running. So the Cowboys are back on the field here. 1st and 10 here at the 31-yard line after the run back. Let's see. Will Dak Prescott have another fumble and maybe solidify my chances of winning in the dynasty? Probably not, as Pickens gets the grab there. Or is that Pickens? No, yeah, it is Pickens. Pickens getting about the 15-yard grab and snag. So, right there, yeah. Good snag. Good little slant. A little 5 and out or 5 and in type of thing. So it looks like the Cowboys are already on a roll here. All they needed was 1. And Javonte Williams getting about 5 yards, getting tackled straight on his head, but protected there, cradled down to the floor like a baby. Don't need any neck injuries in this game, especially not from Javonte Williams. Okay, 2nd and 7 here. I guess it wasn't that far long of a run. So it looks like 2nd and 7. Now that's where, Luebke, I believe. Yeah, Luebke, the fullback / tight end there for the Cowboys, gets the grab. Goes for a first down here. So Dak Prescott, after coming to a slow start after the fumble there, is on a roll. They are going no huddle. Javonte Williams gets the rock. And this is where he gets about 8 yards. So definitely something that is needed there for both myself as well as Brandon. So I'm pretty sure we're both keeping tabs on that. Oh, wow. It looks like on the Peyton and Eli show, the Manning cast, George W. Bush Jr. will be on there. That's super interesting. I wonder what's going to go on in that show. Haven't seen that guy since he was president, basically. Let's see. Ooh, passes batted down. They're at the line there. 3rd and 3 now for the Cowboys. I don't believe that they are in. Oh, they are in field goal range. They should be all right. So this may be the time where points are there for Brandon from Brandon Aubrey. So let's see. Let us see. 3rd and 3 here. Can they get it? Prescott rolling out. Oof. Nowhere near anybody at that point in time. So it looks like Brandon Aubrey will come out on the field here. I don't think this is a 4th and go type of situation. Yeah, as the offense walks off the field here. So not too bad, to be honest. A good little first drive there from Cowboys, basically. I don't count their other drive as their first drive. Ended in a fumble in the first or second play, I believe. So Brandon Aubrey is 29 for 33, 5 for 6 this season from this length, and he drills it right down the middle. So let me go ahead and update this right here, as it is now 3-3. Good game so far. Let me know down in the comments, guys. What do you think this game will end in? What's the score going to be? Who's going to win? I really don't mind who wins, because obviously myself and Dizzle chose the same team, as that's all I really care about at this point in time. But yeah, let me know down in the comments who you think will win this game. There you go. Got the score updated. 3-3. Still the first quarter here. We still do have a couple of minutes left in this first quarter, so this game might actually take a little longer. So we shall see. My computer is telling me I need to update, and a restart is required. I will restart after this game. How about that? Let's see. Reed shared something. Oh, okay, yeah. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb watched that series from the sideline, where they went 3 and out. Says that'll show them, pay them to not risk injury. This is one of the comments there. That's so funny. But yeah, it seems like a lot of players this upcoming week are getting, or this week in its entirety. Seems like the Giants had a player that got benched for a drive or something for being late to a meeting or a walkthrough, and then now the Cowboys and Pickens are reprimanded by having a series that they are out. So kind of odd here, but it is what it is. I guess that's the life of being late or something like that to your job. You get reprimanded. either through consequences or dock and pay or something like that. That's basically what happened there. Yes. All right. Taco Bell. Who here likes Taco Bell? I hate Taco Bell. So I think it's disgusting. It just says, let's go. Yeah, there you go. Now AJ has a solidified win there in Dynasty. I do know that Brandon got a couple points. I believe maybe 4 points at that point in time. We'll see. The Sorry I'm Late was cooking the T-Wolves in 2K. My player game dropped 123 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Wow, man. I'm surprised that you had some assists in there. It seems like you were just shooting the rock all by yourself. It says 20-16 Cowboys up. There you go. Nice. So the Cowboys will win. It says Crunchwrap Supreme and Baja Blast. Ugh. Maybe their wraps are better than anything. As we get a big run there by Beck, or as AJ says, Betch. 37 made threes. Oh my goodness, an NBA record if you haven't done it already. I'm assuming your player has all his upgrades there for the 3-point percentage or 3-point skill set. I haven't played 2K in, I don't know, maybe like 8 years. Haven't really been playing games a lot ever since I started school for what I do. Oh, there's Brock Bowers, the guy that I need to get points there, gets the points. So love to see it. Let's go ahead and check on that one. I am now only 34 points behind. So Javonte Williams has 2.8. Brock Bowers should be getting a little bit more points here. I don't think it's updated yet, but he has 5.4 at this point in time. Let's see. I have 49 made threes and 160 points, both NBA records. Yeah. You beat Wilt Chamberlain there. And then I just play 1 game a night. Oh, that's good. How long you have the quarters all the way to regular quarters? Or do you have them, like 8 minutes, 10 minutes? Yeah, let me know. Because I used to hate playing that long of a game, to be honest, sometimes. Kind of gets repetitive with the game, at least. But good pass there by Geno Smith. Finally looking like he can find some of his wide receivers on the little rollout there in the bootleg, basically. It says 8-minute quarters. 5 is too quick. Yeah, 5 is too quick. I agree with that. I just couldn't do 10 or 12, I thought that was like a death sentence. Gianti gets the catch there for -1 yards. Poor Gianti, man. You just can't get anything going on this team. Dizzle says, Coach plays me about 26 of the 32 minutes available. Jesus, so you're the only guy basically shooting. You're like, give me the ball. Are you the point guard? Are you the shooting guard? I'm assuming maybe shooting guard. I don't think you're a power forward or a center there because you didn't have a lot of blocks or rebounds. So I'm pretty sure you're either a shooting guard or a point guard. Kyrie build. Oh, so you got the handles. Kyrie can't shoot threes, though. So Kyrie's a layup and mid-range teardropper. Ooh, what a good punch out there. Great punch out from Deron Bland on Trey Tucker. That was like the perfect bang-bang type of play, Great pass by Geno. He put it right where he needed to. I think we just need to see Trey Tucker move a little bit more forward in order for Deron Bland not to be able to punch that ball out coming back into the route. But now we're going to see Geno Smith get sacked here. I don't know who that is, number 53. Let's see. Yeah, instant penetration there after, being on the block for about 2 seconds or less. So looks like we will get another field goal here. Let's see. Take those off. He says, I should have sent you the funny video of my game tonight. Mike Conley tried to ISO me and I blocked the F out of him. And it looks like the field goal is good. I will get to your other comment right now, Dizzle. Let me go ahead and update this score. Now 3-6 here. Looks like the Raiders are going to be up again in this game as we have our second lead change, basically. Cowboys have not led in this game, so that's pretty shocking to say the least at this point in time. I would have expected maybe the Cowboys to be a little bit more primed and ready here going into Las Vegas to get this dub because they absolutely need it. Alrighty, so let's see. It says 89 overall. 3 is not bad. Field goal there. Yeah, it says Overshown is playing. I don't know. I haven't really kept up with what's his name? Devon Overshown or something like that. Or Keyshawn Overshown. I don't remember what his first name was, but Overshown, yeah, from Texas. I don't know if he's playing. I don't really pay attention too much to the Cowboys, to be honest. It says, did they say why Pickens and Lamb sat out? I can double check. Reed sent us the tweet out from Mike Ruffalo. See if he has any context. No idea. They were probably late to something or they weren't there for walkthrough. I don't know. So didn't really matter, to be honest, though. Haircut on Friday. I get my haircut on Thursday. These locks need a cut. So yeah. AJ says, like the video, guys. This is the prime time to like this video while we are on commercial break, and I am filling in the noise here. But 3-6 for the Cowboys and the Raiders. Here on this channel, boys and girls, we do lives for the Monday Night Football game. We have fantasy advice throughout the entire fantasy season for trades, everything that goes into waiver wires, anything that goes into cutting, starting, and sitting players, all that stuff. As well as some power rankings videos that I do that will come out on Thursday at 12 o'clock or on Thursday night right before the Thursday Night Football game. Those are fun. Go ahead and give those a watch. Give those a like. If you like what we're doing so far on this channel, make sure you are subscribed. Send this to a friend. Make sure they are subscribed. Everything like that. Good plug there, AJ. It says going mullet. Just got to decide on fade. People telling me get a burst fade, but I don't think I want it to fade to go all the way to the back. Up to you. But basically, if you're getting a mullet, you might as well just go, the straight shave, my guy. Like, do a mid fade all the way back to where the mullet is. It'll look pretty good. As we get a good run back here by Turpin again, he gets all the way down to 32. This is AJ, lick his G word. Haven't seen you in 11 months. Says it's not a redneck mullet, though. You're going more traditional in today's world, conservative mullet. Is that what you're doing? That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see it. Better be the first one to get a snap besides your girlfriend. Yeah, what does the girlfriend think also? Or the lady friend? What does she think about your mullet choice? As we have Dak Prescott here, first down and 10. Finds George Pickens without any effort there for about the 23-yard reception, all the way down to the 50 already. He says it's a 9-5 mullet. Nice. Okay. Got to keep it classy. Party in the back, but business casual in the front is what Dizzle says. Dak Prescott rolling out. Not a traditional bootleg, but Pickens again gets the ball. This is going to, give a lot of points to Big Money Joe here. Just not what I need. Let's see how close he is now. Oh, he is. Now I'm only up by 17 points versus me being up by 25 earlier, just because of Pickens, who has 7.6 points already. And it might be more. So we will see. All right, looks like we get the run here. Is that Vaughn Davis? Who's Davis? Malik Davis. Another running back, I guess, for Dallas that they're trying out. It says likes it. Wasn't happy when I went buzz this summer. Yeah, I remember that. That was a funny one. Looked pretty good on you though. It only looks good on certain people. It says frosted. You're gonna get frosted tips, my guy, down there on the bottom end of the mullet. Can't wait to see that. As Javonte Williams gets about a 9-yard run here. That's good. As we are coming down to the end of the first quarter, so let me go ahead and change this to the second quarter and update this for you guys as we end the first quarter right now. But not bad, Dizzle. Can't wait to see it. Says I'll get frosted tips next Labor Day. Says Buzz and beard was crazy. You look like a Viking or what? That's funny. That's what I always think about, having a beard and then getting a buzz cut. It's like, oh, you're going Viking style, It's kind of what the Vikings would do back then. They'd shave their head, which is a traditional buzz now. And then they would just keep the length of their beard and they'd put the rings and everything. So I think it's cool when people actually do that. Keep the tradition alive there for the Viking style. Speaking of Vikings, we will be flying this Saturday, AJ Reed and I, and we are going to a Sunday night football game, the Packers versus the Vikings, a game there that is, I think it's a Sunday night football game. Let me double check. Let's double check before I tell you guys wrong. So let's go to the bats here. Pick'ems, week 12. Oh, my bad, guys. It is a 12 o'clock game. We're not there Sunday night. Scratch that. We will be there at the same time that the Seahawks play the Titans. The Titans played good this week, so hopefully they don't give us any trouble after the tough loss to the Rams, throwing 4 interceptions, still being within, field goal range at the end to miss the field goal and lose 19-21. So now the Rams are in sole position of the NFC West there, as both the 49ers and the Seahawks are 2 games behind. I do believe that we fall to third there. Let me go ahead and check over here what the standings would be. I do believe we fall to third because the tiebreaker that the 49ers have on us would make it that way, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, actually, we're in second because the 49ers are actually 7-4 because they have not had their bye week, I believe. So, yeah. So we are still in second there. It is the Rams sitting at 8-2, Seahawks sitting at 7-3, 49ers sitting at 7-4, and then obviously the Arizona Cardinals, who are just so whack, sitting at 3-7. So got a lot of A-listers there sitting in the upper boxes. Some ladies looking like they are actual Barbie dolls. Pickens, it looks like he caught it, but he was not in bounds. What a catch by Pickens. Reminds me of JSN there on one of the passes he caught this past game. But yeah, I just could not get the feet in. It was a little bit too far out there thrown by Dak Prescott. George Pickens would have needed to be at least 7 foot tall to get his feet down and still make that grab. So it is what it is. 2nd and 10 here as the Cowboys are already approaching here inside the red zone, almost inside the 10. Sitting at the 18. So it looks like they're going for it all, and CD Lamb with a touchdown here. As I will update this scoreboard already. So it looks like now the Cowboys will be almost covering. Oh, they should be covering because they were favored by 4. So not bad. Cowboys are the first touchdown on the board. Obviously their first lead, so this is the 3rd lead change of the game. Not bad this far, A game that could be pretty high scoring with the types of defenses that we're seeing here. It seems like both of these teams barely into the second quarter with 9 seconds shaving off. And we already have the score of 10-6. So a lot of offense going on. Some decent defense inside the red zone besides this one here for the Raiders. But what can you expect? So let's go ahead and let's see. It says I look like a moron, bad phase, but it happens. Packers will win by 21 points. I don't think it's Sunday Night Football. Yeah, it's not. But we'll see. A lot of injuries there. Josh Jacobs might not play in this game, although he is day-to-day. So we'll see what happens. It says, bad break. The Pats got to play Kansas City early in the playoffs. Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs definitely are falling, but it could be exactly what they want to do. San Francisco looks good too, but their D without Fred Warner has no shot. I don't think they don't have a shot. It's just that it's going to be a lot tougher with this younger defense. So far, they haven't really been playing high top-tier offenses like they'll see in the playoffs as of lately. And when they did, I think they did lose to the Rams. So it is what it is. I do think the Rams are the best team in that division. I just didn't want to say it. But obviously, we shot ourselves in the foot. We could have been, we could have beat them for sure. Those 4 picks really changed a lot. In order, even for us to be in the game after 4 interceptions versus, I believe, the 1 turnover we had against the Rams there, to still be in that game at the end there and have a chance to win it with our field goal kicker was nice. But obviously, I did not expect him to make a 61-yard field goal. He's an older guy. Myers just does not have that leg. Mark Davis with the baddies. Oh, is that Mark Davis up there in that press box? I didn't really pay attention to it, and I have my volume low on my TV, so you guys don't have to hear it in the background. Pickens is a madman. Says I need a CD legacy game today. Good start. What are your fantasy implications, Dizzle? Is it in the Gold League? Should I take a look? It says need 30 more points from Aubrey and CD Lamb. Lamar. Oh, CD. He says Lamar shafted me. I want to see. Maybe that's in the Gold League there. So let me go ahead and take a look. Disney, you're winning in the Gold League, so not too bad there. Ian is winning there, as well as AJ needs some ramifications here to happen for him. He needs Ferguson to get a lot of points, but Ferguson has 0 points. He needs Tyler Lockett not to get any points. So he needs 17 points from Ferguson here, which is doable, but they haven't really gotten him the ball, and they are kicking it off here going on defense, so that'll be tough for him to have. Reed is going to look like he's going to win as long as he gets 1 more point here. From Aubrey, he will win this game, so it looks very, very likely. Looks like Kyrie gets another win for his, 6th game in a row. And then I should get the win as long as I can hold this 18-point lead against Big Money Joe there. So we will see. Dizzle says, I didn't watch the game. Devontae had 8 targets and 1 catch. Was he dropping them? What was going on? He dropped 2 passes that he should have caught. So he should have had 3 pass catches, but it was just that 1 pass catch for a touchdown. That honestly he shouldn't have caught either. We just had a blown coverage there. Freaking Tariq Woolen again. Really late and trying to use his speed to recover on a slant inside the 10-yard line. Play the inside, my guy. Live with whatever happens on the outside. That's where you use your speed. But yeah, it just didn't happen like that. So Devontae Adams was just covered really well. We punched out a lot of passes that were coming his way, but he did have 2 pass catches that he should have caught, but didn't. So we definitely held him down. Let's see. It looks like Gianti there gets the first down. No, it's actually not Gianti. It's Mostert. Yeah, Gold League I cooked. Brandon says, let's go, CD. Says, I need Pickens, CD, Aubrey, and Gianti just to score, basically. You have a bet, or is that for you? So I want this game to be 50-50. Oh, man. That's crazy. Says, my percentages went up, Vince. It's 115 to 136. Still got a chance. Yeah, there's a chance, my guy. There's always a chance. You can never really call it done until the fat lady sings, especially since this game is going pretty slow. It's barely less than 2 minutes into the second quarter, so still a lot of ball game to play. As long as the Raiders can keep scoring, I do believe that the Cowboys will continue to keep their foot on the pedal here. It says Raheem on Las Vegas. Hello, guys, still playing? Yeah, Raheem the Dream, man. He's living the dream out there, still playing. Gianti standing straight up, gets the ball on the delay right up the gut and gets 11 yards. It's exactly what he's looking for. Awesome. No, just fantasy points. Okay. So how many fantasy points do you need? I don't think you ever said how much you were down. Oh, yeah, you need 30 more from Aubrey CD. That's not bad. It says, I retired from gambling, career up $530. I just don't like the highs and lows. Yeah, I don't like losing money either. So, you lose way more than you win, that's for sure. It's very rare that you can actually keep and continue to win over and over and over and over and over. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But good. That's a good addiction to kind of break. You get some serotonin from it when you win, and you get some freaking anger when you lose because you're like, oh, so close. Oh, I hate this guy or I hate this person. It's from not, keeping on and doing on what they used to do all the time. Let's see. 2nd and 10 here from the Raiders. Geno Smith drops back again. He's going to get sacked. So just held on to the ball too long. There you go. Is that Quinnen Williams? Oh, wow. Quinnen Williams, who was traded away from the Jets to the Cowboys, gets his first sack with the Cowboys. He wears number 92 here for the Cowboys. And I recognized that face anywhere when I saw him starting to do his dance. I think he still has braces on. I don't know. Either that or he always looks like he has braces on. But Quinnen Williams driving straight through the offensive line and getting that sack. And he's looking like he wants to get another one. Oh, he was so close. Gianti, though, caught the ball, and then it popped out. No catch there. It says, so one league I need 30 in half PPR with CD and Aubrey. It's going to be pretty tough. You need 30 more, or is that included or not including what CD Lamb just got? Let's see. There's another league. I'm up like 30 going against Lamb, but have Pickens and Aubrey. Oh, that's doable. Pickens is doing pretty good. It says, bruh, that Las Vegas guy had him in a choker. I know. He almost freaking tried to rip his head off to try to save Geno Smith, but still got there. So, all right. Looks like we'll get a punt here on 4th and 19 from AJ Cole, who I'm pretty sure punts a lot for the Raiders. But still 10-6. We have 12 freaking minutes left in the second quarter, guys. This one is going to be a long game. It says 30 more. Lamar got 3 points. Ooh, damn. Did they bench him or something? Or did he just play that bad? I didn't watch that game at all. Not even a lick of it. I was painting at the new house, and we were moving furniture during the Seahawks and Seahawks and Rams game. So I was watching it and listening to it while we were moving furniture. Had it in my pocket the whole time on full blast. But yeah. So I don't know. I didn't really get to watch the Ravens game. Dang, that's one big Elvis. Biggest Elvis I've ever seen, to be honest. Let's see. I need another touchdown from CD and 100 yards. It's pretty doable. It's not bad. You have a lot of time since this game is going by super, super slow. Last week it was probably at halftime. By now that under was sketchy. Interesting. Let's see. Progressive commercial. So let's go ahead and bring this bad boy up so that way we can go ahead and check what fantasy implications I got. So here I am up, like I said, by 17 points and 17.04 on Big Money Joe. I don't think he's really minding this, but he has Ashton Jonty and George Pickens. They have about 10.8 points for him already versus my 3.8 here for what I got. And I believe that's all I have. I think I only have Williams. But yeah, my tight end strat guys here, Trey McBride, 27.5 points. George Kittle, 24.7. If you can't see the names, I got Thing 1 and Thing 2 for my tight end strat, where I drafted them in the second and third round. George Kittle's back from the dead because he was on IR. But yeah, that's what I got there. And I got this one as well that looks way out of reach now because Brock Bowers hasn't really been getting anything going since his offense sucks. And Javonte Williams is not really doing too much either because they're passing the ball more than anything. So this one looks pretty much out of reach. My other Yahoo one, I got the dub in, and I'm taking the L here to AJ in the Dynasty. He's got Dak Prescott and Aubrey there. So had a lot of guys have some bad performances. And sadly, Bijan played lights out for nothing. So we'll keep that one up. But yeah, so fantasy is fun. Obviously, we're getting into the home stretch here, week 11. Most fantasy playoffs start in week 15. It'll go week 15, 16, and 17 for the playoffs there for a 6-man playoff kind of bracket. Or it'll start in week 16 and go week 16 and 17 for a 4-man playoff bracket, which I am in one of my leagues, my work leagues, 10-man league, but only 4 make the playoffs. And I'm currently in first place. So not bad. But in every single league, I am in the playoffs at this point in time. I think the only one that I'm in jeopardy of getting kicked out of is the Dynasty this week. But we shall see what happens there. I think I can make a run to get back in there. It says, you remember last week, Green Bay versus Philly, 10-7? Hello? Yeah, I remember that. One. It says, you better beat him so I can get out of 12th place. Oh, Big Money Joe? Yeah. I don't think there's any backlash to it for that league. I would like to buy whoever gets last place. I gave one of my friends a little ring in one of my personal leagues. I'll buy you a ring that says has a toilet on there with a little piece of crap in the middle of it, and it says last place in fantasy. And it's a little ring. So whoever gets last place, I will probably ask for your address and send you that just for lack of a better term, shits and giggles. For getting last place in the Gold League, one of our most serious leagues here on the NSP channel. It says, no Jar Jar next week. Better hope you win. Yeah, we'll see. I go against Brandon. So we'll see. I hope I win. If not, I think I'm pretty safe so far. But that league, let's go take a look at the standings. I am currently in third place. I should move up to 7-4. But I also think Brandon will move up to 7-4. And I think I will move up to second place because I do believe that, Base Hero, Reed's brother, lost. No, he'll still be in front of me, though, because he's 8-2, and I'm 6-4. So I'll stay in third place, but it'll be me, Brandon in fourth, Ian in fifth. He'll stay there, and Reed in sixth. He'll stay there as well because I believe he's going to win this week. But yeah, so it looks like the guys down there are going to be you, Dizzle, Big Money, AJ, surprisingly, down there. He's going to go, I believe, 3-8 now. Pretty crazy there. As Pickens gets the catch there on 2nd and 10, making about 3rd and 4 now. And it looks like our last year's champion, Bulls mascot, is sitting at 4-6. I believe he took the L this week as well. Yeah, he took the L, so he'll be moving down as well. So it looks pretty decent for me. It looks like everybody that needed to lose lost, and everybody that needed to win won. So it looks like the bracket there the standings will stay virtually the exact same. As CeeDee Lamb gets the catch there, it's close to about 15-yard catch, so Dizzle might like that one. But yeah, I should continue to lock down the win here as long as Pickens just doesn't have the game of his life, like it looks like he's having right now. As of now, my lead has dropped to 13 points. So getting pretty close and pretty quickly there because this Raiders offense or this Raiders defense is just trash. So, but as long as Pickens doesn't get a touchdown, I think I'm safe. I do need Javonte Williams to wake up and get some big runs here like he just did. 10-yard run. Oh, no, that wasn't even him. Dang it. That was Davis. Is that Davis as of Mark Davis's son? It might be. Maybe that's why Mike Davis is there. Dizzle, let me know. You know pretty good knowledge here of why players are playing. It says, damn, CD was coming with speed if he broke that. Yeah, he was. He was going to launch out of there. Here's Javonte Williams getting about a 2-yard run and getting the first down. So, but yeah, I guess that's Mark Davis's son who's playing for the Cowboys. So that's pretty cool, honestly. It goes full circle. See, 1st and 10 here. We are already inside Raiders territory, so we are in the reaches of Brandon Aubrey to get a field goal if they stall out here. But it looks like they won't as CeeDee Lamb gets another catch for about another 15 to 20 yards there. So really looking good for Dizzle, as this might be a breakout game where he gets 100 yards and a touchdown catch to give Dizzle the win there. So not a bad one so far. Great block by Javonte Williams there, holding off the linebacker who is coming for Dak Prescott's head. And putting it right on the money there for CeeDee Lamb. Let's see. Looks like they handed off to Javonte for no gain. So, I'm thinking of somebody else then. It says, brother, Mark Davis is the Las Vegas owner. Yeah, I'm thinking of another Mark Davis. I'm thinking of the freaking wrestler Mark Davis. The strongest man. The world's strongest man. Mike Davis or Mark Davis. I don't remember what his name was. It says CD. Is that a chef's kiss? I think it might be a chef's kiss. There's Javonte getting a catch there for no yardage, but getting me the fantasy point. 55 yards are ready for CD. He says, I need 120 and 2 touchdowns. You need 120 more and 2 touchdowns, or you need him to get 120 and 2 touchdowns? Because I think if he gets that, just based on yardage and the touchdowns by themselves, that should be about 24 points. But with the catches, half PPR for you, should be pretty good. I think that'll be the 30 points that you need just from him alone. So I know you said you needed 30. It says this third down play is 100% going to CD or Pickens. Yeah, I hope he goes to CD and not Pickens. Don't need Pickens to get any more. Oh, Lupke. 3rd and 10 turns to 4th and 2. Or 4th and 1.5 there. Lupke with his second touch of the game there from the catch. So 4th and 1. It looks like they should go for it, as they're wearing the shirt there for Marshawn Nealand. Rest in peace. Definitely some crazy stuff going on there with that poor guy and his girlfriend. Hopefully everybody else that was involved is okay. Let's see. So 4th and 1 here. They're going to call a timeout. Dak Prescott, I guess, didn't like what they were going to run, or had some disagreements there with their offensive coordinator. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. These guys look like the same body frame, same type of wide receiver, speed and everything like that. The ability to get away and agility to run these crisp routes. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb is better than George Pickens, but definitely looks like I believe their offensive coordinator is Schottenheimer. He's definitely loving this. So let's see. Wish they just kicked the field goal, but go for CD. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb right here, to be honest. Oh, is that Ferguson? There you go. There you go. There's Ferg. I did need him in one league, so got to check which league that was. Don't know if this was this league. No. I guess I have Ferguson in the league that I'm already up in. I think in my fantasy, Yahoo Fantasy League, I have him. So that's not really needed, but Ferguson there for the touchdown. Kind of comes in when he's needed. But I do think that AJ needed somebody, Ferguson, in one of the leagues or something like that. Let's check. Yeah, Ferguson. So there is a chance for him to win. He is now only down by 9 points. So he could give Brandon the loss here. Brandon has, who does he have? He has Tyler Lockett, who has 0 points, 0 catches, 0 looks his way this game. Poor Tyler Lockett. Wish he had better. But yeah, at least he's playing there with Pete Carroll as well as Geno Smith. But Ferguson, if he is to get some more touches going further into this game, AJ could steal the win there from Brandon. Yeah, Fergalicious says, I'm down exactly 24 points now. Wow. So you need quite a bit. Did your opponent have Ferguson? If so, that's very, very unfortunate. But here now the Cowboys lead 17-6. This is where I think the Cowboys will keep their foot on the pedal, but they won't be as, I guess, fiery as they need to be. So let's go ahead and change the scoreboard here. But yeah, still not even halfway through the second quarter, and 17-6 here. It says he's down 23. It says, I think I'm going to come up just short. No, he's got no one. Okay. Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, send me a picture of it so I can keep track of it in the... no, you really don't send me a picture, actually, because then I won't be able to keep track of it in live time. But definitely send a picture at the end of the day, whether you get it or not. If anything, you'll get it just barely. If not, you'll miss it just barely as well, because I think that's how this game is going to go. You'll get almost just enough. It says 3-point bonus for 100 receiving yards. Oh, nice. There you go. That's pretty good. Brandon says, let's go. I'm guessing he's going for the Cowboys here. He says, I need Las Vegas to keep it close. Yeah, they need to come score here with Brock Bowers, and that'll be great. Yeah, AJ has Ferguson. I was just talking about that. I think he needs about, let me see, 9 more points here. Let me pull it up. I think he needs 9 more points, and then he will be officially beating you because he is down by 8.98. So obviously he has Ferguson and you have Tyler Lockett, who's probably not going to do anything this game. Last game, he actually did have a couple catches. Yeah, he had 5 catches for 44 yards. But this game, he has no looks, no catches whatsoever. So definitely going to keep tabs on this one as it is in the Gold League here. And as you can see, AJ is in need of a dire win so he can move up hopefully to the 9th position and then slowly climb his way up into the top 6. He's only 2 games behind Reed. But the thing is that he will stay 2 games behind Reed as Reed has just solidified his win. Unless Brandon Aubrey misses some field goals, which is not very likely. So still be 2 points or 2 games behind 6th place. Just not that crazy, but he has to work fast because week 12, 13, and 14 will need to be all wins, and he will need at least Reed or somebody else who is also 5-5 at that point in time to lose, which would be Reed and Gabe. So yeah, he would also need somebody here like Brandon or Ian to lose out, or Reed after this to lose out, and he will take that place as long as Patriot Gabe does not. So AJ really needs a lot to go there. Obviously, Big Money Joe and Dizzle are out. There's no possible way for them to get back into this little gold league playoffs. So it does not really matter what Big Money Joe or what Dizzle does this year. Their shots are toast. Let's see. Brock Bowers has 3 receptions for 51 yards. What a G. It's an amazing tight end here. Let's see. It says, what did you think about CD and Pickens being benched? I didn't really care. They were benched for 3 plays out of this whole game. If you would have never told me anything, I would have never even suspected that they had been benched. So, yeah. It says, dang, Reed actually won. Yeah, he actually did. He won by it. Right. For right now, he's winning by like 0.6 points. So 0.6. That's how much he's winning by. So I needed him to lose for rankings. You still should be ahead of him, I believe. You are ahead of him right now. So it doesn't really matter too bad. 6 and 8 doesn't get you in. Nope, it doesn't. Nope, not at all. Oof. A little too fast there. Not on the same page with Brock Bowers there, so it will be 3rd and 10. Already behind the sticks. It says, shout out to Bucky Irving, Mr. Injury. Hey, man, you can't rely on one player the entire season unless you have somebody like Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is the only guy that you can possibly rely on this year. I think he's only had 1 game that's been, not his best to where you couldn't rely on him. Every other week, he gets you about 20 to 40 points. So he's been a beast. Geno Smith there finds Tyler Lockett. That's exactly who Brandon needs. And he just made the gap that much bigger for AJ there and Ferguson to get AJ the win. So Tyler Lockett, as I said, had not done anything, hadn't gotten any targets. Comes in for the 3rd down there and now is coming off the field. He's done what he needs to do, and now it's time to rest until the next 3rd down. But it looks like Michael Mayer, as well as Brock Bowers are out there on the left side and the bottom of your screen. Double tight end set. Looks like Mayer is blocking. Ashton Johnson gets the ball, and he goes for about 7 or 8 yards. You're going to give him 8 on that reception. So not too bad. Obviously, I don't like that for fantasy purposes because, Big Money Joe is getting pretty close. Now he's only down by about 12.5 points. So definitely need Javonte Williams to pick up the pace here to outlast Gianti. Oh, Gianti gets another catch there. Not good for me. Let's see. 1st and 10. It's not a bad game so far. Oh. A little face mask there, but pretty unintentional. 2 rushes, 10 yards, 4 receptions, 17 yards receiving for Gianti. Gianti gets clipped there. And it looks like there's an interception for Geno Smith off the deflection. Wow. So there ends the drive for the Las Vegas Raiders. I would say that one is Geno Smith's fault because he threw into coverage there. He's just looking for his best wide receiver, which is his tight end. And yeah, that ends up kind of giving the ball back to the Cowboys, who are already up 11 points. So Not what you need there. Brandon says, Lockett, let's go. He says, I need you to lose Vince. You're ahead of me. I need that third spot. I'm not going to give it up pretty easy, man. So, again, I really can't do anything, though. I have one player playing, which is Javonte Williams, who I'm sure will do great. But Big Money Joe has Pickens and Ashton Jonty, so he's creeping up pretty close. So we'll see what happens. But I think Javonte Williams will get me there because the Cowboys should start running the ball a little bit more here as they're up by 2 scores. And they just got the interception right there. So, yeah, I do blame that one right there on Geno Smith throwing right towards their linebacker. I believe that was Overshown, Dizzle. Ooh, and we get – oh, no, that should have been an interception there. Should have been an interception, but a great pass breakup there from the Raiders safety, I believe. But yeah, just a little too far for Pickens. That was a dot, honestly. It's a big throw, about a 60-yard throw or so. Pickens got the hand on it, which ultimately did not give Johnson Jr. the interception. Ooh, man, they're not letting Javonte Williams get anything off the edge here. As I believe that was a rookie, Wilson, who they just drafted off the edge. Tyree Wilson, yeah. So he's getting in there, making some stops. Dizzle says, did Geno throw a pick? Yeah, he did. I believe Overshown was the one that tipped it, and eventually one of their corners got the interception. So, yep, threw an interception. That's why the Cowboys have the ball. As we are almost to halftime, boys and girls. So we'll see what the Cowboys can do here. It is going to be third down now. Should be third down and 11 or third down and 10. So Cowboys will be behind the sticks. We will see if they can get this third down here. Hopefully it is not to Pickens because that's the last thing I need. It says, you like my touchdown, Sally? Yeah, the one you sent, I think it was like, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Or did you send another one? Let me see. I think you sent another one. Let's see. I know, you sent a picture of your matchups. You need Aubrey and CeeDee Lamb. Oh, yeah, you're still behind by a lot, my guy. Definitely probably not going to win this one, sadly. Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and Baker Mayfield. Jeez. Action Jackson. I remember that name. Still got to watch that movie. Just haven't had any time. Windy River. I haven't had any time at all to watch anything. By the time we get into bed, we're already freaking cooked and ready to sleep. It says, just realized you are rocking a crispy white t-shirt. Yeah, these are my undershirts that I wear to work because I sweat a lot. And so with my job, have to give or have to help people take a shower. So it gets nice and steamy up in there. So I end up sweating if the temperature is not in the 70s in a room. So yeah, definitely that's why I wear these nice white crispy shirts. It says an old one. Yeah, it says it's a good film. Yeah, I got to watch it. I will watch it with the wife. There you go. There's Avatar Fire and Ash. I said Fire and Blood or something like that earlier. Fire and Ash. Trial by Fire is a good one too on Netflix. What's that one about? Is that one a like suspense movie, action movie? Well, let me know. I love watching movies. So anytime that I can get a chance to watch one is good. But yeah, lately having the chance working on the house a lot. Ooh, where's that flag? Yep, that's a flag. That is a flag, number 30. You were yanking on him like crazy. So I think at halftime is when we're going to get the Fire and Ash Avatar sneak peek. I guess look into the movie. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Crosby was in there too, getting some pressure on Dak Prescott. It's I kind of got the same hair as Matthew Stafford. That one's more realistic. You do kind of have the hair of Matthew Stafford. Let's see. Tyler Guyton and Malcolm Kuntz. Flags everywhere. But yeah, that was a definite hold. Had hand on top of his freaking shoulder pads and then yanked on his left shoulder. So they will take the personal foul here as there's a punch thrown straight to Tyler Guyton's face, and he sold it so hard as well. The late reaction to the punch, but it's what you got to do now. Yeah, right here, Dizzle says elite flop. Avatar is trash. I don't know about that one. The first one was amazing. This most recent one, yeah, definitely not the best, but you can tell that these storylines are going to continue to get better, hopefully. I think they're great films. I think cinematography mostly is the greatest thing about them. He was already down, but the ball came out there from Javonte Williams, but he was already down. So a good run by Javonte Williams is exactly what I need for fantasy to keep ahead of the sticks here with Big Money Joe. I don't know. They better call this play. The ball might have been out. I don't know who recovered it, though. Might have gone out of bounds. Cowboys take a timeout here. They catch their breath. As I am now 13 points or 12 points ahead. He says he thinks it's garbage. What about it? What about it is garbage? Are you not a sci-fi type of guy, or you just think the movie is ill-made? All these T-Mobile commercials. With Billy Bob Thornton. It says the Odyssey, dude. The Odyssey is going to be so fire. If anything, if I love movies that are made in like that, Spartan type of Greek era, it is those types of movies that are my favorite. My favorite all-time movie is Troy, with Brad Pitt and what's his name? I can't remember his name. Basically, it's the story of Achilles and how Troy fell to the Greeks. So I love that movie. It's my all-time favorite movie. So the Odyssey is right up my alley there. I cannot wait for it to just be an amazing movie. Yes, obviously CGI. All that stuff's not real. Oh, no, there's Pickens. They better not let him get a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there's a chance I might lose in the Gold League. 37-yard touchdown. That's 10 points there. So it looks like Big Money Joe will be within 2 points. Wow, so there is a flag, though. It's probably after the play, though. After all the celebrating and probably some fighting going on there. But Pickens, yeah, it says Rip Vince. Yep, exactly. I'm still leading, though, but it's not looking pretty now if this goes through. But yeah, after the play was over, so this will stand. So this will still be a touchdown. Wow. What horrible defense. Yeah, corner got sucked in. Safety came down, and then he just got his ankles freaking torn apart. Brandon also says Rip Vince. Rip Vince, faux show. Well, you needed me to lose. I am up by 1.5 points now. went from 12 points to that 10-point swing there with the 37-yard touchdown. Brendan Aubrey gets it straight through. So now this game will be 24 to 6. What a change so far. As we have a flag, but I'm sure the points will stand. Let's see. Let's move this to the side. Right there. Dun, 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 dun. Page 5, done, download. Let's bring this over here. Let's get this new score on. Yeah. Seems like there's a penalty here, and maybe they're going to go for 2. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But I will put this up there. I'm pretty sure the score will change to that. Yeah, 24 to 6 here. The Cowboys beating the Raiders in Las Vegas. Hopefully, they just sit CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens for the rest of the game. And Javonte Williams just gets all the carries in the world. Hopefully, a big run from Javonte Williams. I'm going to need it in order to stay winning here. But Big Money Joe might come from behind and, kick my butt, That's all it takes. That's all it takes. What about you, Dizzle? I know you had some indications where you had Pickens and Aubrey. How's that one looking? Oh, yeah. But I like Avatar. I like CGI sci-fi movies. I think that one – I think what's good about that one is they have an extremely high budget in that movie. They took a chance on it in the first one, and now they have all the funding in the world for it. So the CGI is obviously a huge factor because that whole movie is CGI. The whole world and the biome that they do in that movie is all created through CGI because there's nothing like that in the universe that we know of that looks like that. So that's obvious. All the characters are also CGI. They have all those probes on them that are reference points for the CGI makers and everything. So pretty cool stuff. That's a funny commercial. Looks like they're going to go out. It burned the turkey. But yeah, so just like those movies. But yeah, I definitely love like Greek mythology type style movies. Like I said, Troy's my favorite one. I also like, if you've ever seen Apocalypto by Mel Gibson, who is the director of that one, you should watch that one. That one's it's kind of a gruesome movie, but it's in the Aztec type of Inca, Indian type time period. It's just a great movie. You got to watch it. It says that one's looking like most points in the league for the week with -1 from the Falcons defense, 150. Nice. It says, where is it filmed? In a green screen room? Pretty much, yeah. It's like a huge green screen room out there in Hollywood. They make each set has they make the terraform of it, basically. So, like, anything that, like, terrain-wise that they're going to be walking on, they make it out of, like, this structure, and then they just add all the CGI stuff to it to make it look like, the Avatar world. I forgot what it's called. Pandora, I think, is what the planet is called. So they do all that. So it's actually pretty cool, to be honest. Takes a lot of time. Obviously, it's like the first movie was made, and 8 years later, you get the second movie. And now they're rushing the third movie, so hopefully it's good enough. But this one's taking like 2.5 years to make, something like that. Christopher Nolan doesn't miss. I also haven't read or looked into anything in the story. I'm going in raw, then going to read the books. Yeah, I'm actually reading the books, or I'm not reading the books, but I listen to audios. So I'm biting it off in chunks with the audio book. But yeah, it's a humongous book. So right now I'm doing like the stories of the Odyssey, and then I'm going to go into the full-blown book since we have so long for this movie to come out. I believe it comes out in Christmas of 2026, so we have an entire year until this movie comes out, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Geno Smith throws it. Almost got picked by Deron Bland. But yeah, Christopher Nolan does not miss. His movies are great. 100,000 million%. One of the greatest cinematographers and filmmakers of our of this century, basically. Oof, yeah. He's looking for Tyler Lockett there too, but just not enough pep in his step or any strength in that throw. It's kind of like a lob. But yeah, these guys with the Raiders just cannot get open. Geno Smith's running for his life as his offensive line can't hold him. Trey Tucker with a great catch there. So they need to get on the ball, though. I would just call a timeout at this point in time, to be honest. Yeah. Don't waste the clock. Get your best play out there. You're trying to score points here. Says, is it Xmas? I think it's in the summer. Let me check. The Odyssey movie. Let's see when it debuts. I hate when they just don't give me an answer. Oh, yeah, you're right. In the summer, July 17th, 2026. So we still have about, 8 months or so. So, yeah, still a long time. But, yeah, you're correct. In the summer. It's going to be a great movie to watch, honestly. I cannot wait. Yeah. We plan on hopefully seeing it as a friend group. It's going to be an extremely long movie. I heard it's going to be almost 3 hours of just screen time. And that's not even the director's cut, I believe. So it's going to be crazy. There's Brock Bowers getting about a 7-yard catch. I need that in one league too, but I think that league's out of reach. Let's see what that one looks like. Yeah, I'm still down by 27 points. So that one's definitely out of reach as we're approaching halftime here. As we get another timeout there from the Raiders. But yeah, this 2026 should have a plethora of great movies, hopefully. Hopefully they all deliver. I expect the Odyssey to deliver. I hope that in 2026, come Christmas time, the Avatar, Fire and Ash will deliver as well. There are some great movies actually coming out pretty soon this next month in December. So I'm planning on hopefully going to watch one of those movies that I just cannot remember at the top of my head right now that I wanted to watch. Going for Michael Mayer there. Nothing was really there on that one. Let's see. This was a bit sick. Popped a NyQuil with, will that knock me out? Hopefully. NyQuil is kind of effective on some people and not effective on others because most people think it's actually a placebo. I also can agree to that a little bit. Half of the ingredients in there are placebo effects. But yeah. Is there another Top Gun? Yeah, this the second one that came out. I don't know if they're going to make a third. I have heard inklings of that possibly coming out. But let's go ahead and look at the movies that are coming out this December. Movies airing in December 2025. Let's see. New release movies. Oh, not there. That's Amazon. We don't care about Amazon released movies. Let's see. The Movie Insiders. Yeah, Movie Insiders will have all these movies. So apparently there is... Oh, these are all the movies. I want theaters. There's a Kill Bill coming out. Wow. There's a Kill Bill, Whole Bloody Affair coming out. Five Nights at Freddy's. Man Finds Tape. Hunting Season with Mel Gibson. Starring in that movie. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Christmas, The Last Straw. Secret Agent. That one should be interesting. Dust Bunny looks like a scary movie. Merrily We Roll Again. Frontier, Crucible, 100 Nights of Heroes. Let's see. These are all limited movies. I don't care about these limited movies. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Looks like another scary movie. Christmas scary movie. It says Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out comes out on Netflix, I believe, on December 12th. That should be a good one. Lone Samurai is limited in certain theaters. That one should be good. As we got 19 seconds, second down and 10 here for the Raiders. There's a flag that went off. So, jeez, such a bad throw. F1 will come out on Apple TV. Let's see, where else? What else? There is a movie I just cannot remember. Oh, I guess Avatar Fire and Ash comes out 2025. So I guess I will be watching that movie. I guess that's the one I'm thinking about. The Housemaid, which is based on that book played by Sydney Sweeney, I guess, is in theaters this Christmas. Didn't know that was coming out. I know my wife reads those. Anaconda. There's a new remake of Anaconda. So that should be a fun one to kind of watch at home, maybe. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sure there's going to be some great movies in some of these that I just did not talk about. Apparently, there's one called The Plague, The Great Flood on Netflix. But yeah. Oh, there's a nice movie if you like anything about religious movies. It's called David. It's an animated feature film of the Old Testament King David. So that one should be pretty cool. I remember I watched a movie created by them, by the Angel. I think it's like called Angel Theaters or something like that. It's based on that. It's based on the story of Jesus and everything. Pretty good movie for an animated movie. Let's see. Where did Dizzle last think? It says new Batman next year too. Ooh, with Patterson. I think he played a great Batman, to be honest. There's a lot of critics that didn't think he played well, but I think he played Batman almost as closely as any other person has played Batman. They didn't put like their own spin on it. Like this was like the closest Batman to the comics from what I've heard. I've never read the comics, but that's what I've heard from comic fans. That this one was like the darkest, type of like comeback type story from Batman. Like just one of the better ones. Housemaids looks scary AF. I don't know, man. I have no idea what that movie is. So if it's based on the books, then it's about I think it's about like murders and stuff. It's called The Housemaid. It's interesting. Oh yeah, I guess it's supposed to be a scary movie. I guess it's not based off the books. Oh, is the housemaid like one of those robots or something? I'm looking at it. Trying to escape her past, military and accept a job. I don't know. So weird. One of those creepy movies where she's a housemaid hired into a rich family. But it is halftime, guys. It is going to be 26-9. I will change the scoreboard. But thank you guys for being here. I will be back after halftime as the Cowboys go in with a 15-point lead. So thank you guys for being here. Come back after halftime, and I will be here with y'all. So other than that, guys, keep on grinding. We'll be back. And we are back, boys and girls. Let's get this score up. It's now the third quarter, 24-9. Brian Schottenheimer, 18 consecutive wins when leading by 10 plus points. His third longest active streak, apparently. So it looks like the Cowboys should win this game. Now it's just dependent on fantasy. Who is going to win in fantasy matchups because of this game here? We've already seen Big Money Joe pretty much come back and, pretty much, put me in a big pickle here. Thinking that I was going to get the win, and I might not be. As it looks like they'll bring it out here, get the ball about to the 32-yard line for Las Vegas. So let's see what they can do here. Down 24-9. They're down by 2 full possessions here. One of them will have to be a 2-point conversion if they want to come back by stopping also the Cowboys from scoring any more points. So Troy Aikman here and Joe Buck as well. Troy Aikman is probably trashing on the Cowboys at this point in time because only the Cowboys were good when Troy Aikman was there. So let's see what they do. We go into a jumbo package here. Gianti gets the ball thrown to him, and he gets -4 yards on that carry. Like I said, just this offensive line and the system here for the Raiders is just not built for Ashton Gianti at this point in time. He does not have the speed to beat defensive ends and linebackers to the edge there, and they just don't have the interior to, be that beefy and get him big, massive, gaping holes that he can run through like he was doing at Boise State. We've also seen some of it sometimes. There's Lockett there for Brandon, as it looks like he should beat AJ. But yeah, just not the same Ashton Gianti we saw at Boise State. Obviously, he's in the pros now. We're not expecting him to break any crazy records like Barry Sanders records here, like he was almost able to in college. But you know what I mean. Like, obviously, we're expecting a little bit better, but when you have an offensive line that's playing like the Raiders at this point in time, it's just not going to happen that way. So it is what it is. Geno Smith throwing a death ball there to Brock Bowers on a 4th and 6 as the pressure was coming down on him. Deron Bland blocks that pass from Brock Bowers. If I were Brock Bowers, I'd be pretty mad, to be honest. Like, one, that pass was just not a good pass to throw to Brock Bowers. I know he's your best player in the field, but he was just not open at all with Deron Bland on him out there in the X position. So we'll get a punt here from AJ Cole again. And it looks like they'll let this one go out into the touchback. A fairly good kick, but just not enough to get it out there and stay inside the 10. So looks like Dak Prescott will get the ball, I believe now at the 25, if maybe even the 30. I don't know how it works on punts when there's a touchback for a punt. So let's see if Javonte Williams can give me some points so that way I can stay in this fantasy game right here, as I'm only leading by less than 2 points, 1.96 to be exact, above Big Money Joe. So we shall see what happens. Regardless, though, if I lose here, I still should be able to be within the top 5, as I do have a lot more points than Reed. But the people that will move ahead of me is Ian, as well as obviously Brandon. So they will move up to the 3rd and 4th spot. I will move down to the 5. Still be ahead here, as Reed should move up to tie me, but again, I have more points than him. And everybody else, including Gabe, as well as AJ's dad, Bulls mascot, and AJ will all be losing here. So I should have a pretty solidified top 6 ranking. It's just depending on where I'm going to fall. So we'll see what happens. Let's go to the comments here. I think somebody's here. Brandon Silva, how's it going? It says, any buy lows before the end of tonight's game? So if you want to buy low on people, you're pretty much going to buy low on people that are injured at this point in time. You can buy low on a Marion Hampton. You can also buy low on somebody like Brian Thomas Jr. when he comes back. He did look like he had a little bit of inkling of fire in him before this past injury. Let's see. Let's run through all these teams here. Somebody who's pretty quiet recently. There was a player. Let me go ahead and take a look on Sleeper here. There was a player that I have that has just the absolute best way to end the season. And I believe it might be somebody from the Patriots. So if anything, you want to probably buy low, like on somebody like Ramondre Stevenson to come back and actually play a good chunk when Travion Henderson finally making a good push. There was somebody else. I don't remember who it was, to be honest. It could be Breece Hall as well. You might want to buy low on Breece Hall. He's had some amazing games this season and just had a really bad one. He's going to go up against some really bad teams in Baltimore, Atlanta, Miami, Jacksonville, and New Orleans. So I think he was the guy that I was thinking of as Pickens gets another catch here. So that's more points for Big Money Joe. But yeah, Breece Hall, the Jets just have a pretty favorable schedule going into the end of the season there for running backs. Obviously, there's just a lot of guys, to be honest. You might want the one guy that I would stay away from who's actually starting to heat up is Tyjae Spears. He has a horrible end of season facing up against a lot of teams that are very great against the run, stuff like that. So there's a lot of guys you can go after for sure. Javonte Williams gets the ball there, runs for about 2 yards. Need much more than that. This Tyrod Taylor help Breece Hall? He is a guy who likes to dunk the ball down, and Breece Hall will benefit from that. Another guy that would benefit from that if you are in a super, super deep league is Isaiah Davis, the other running back there from the Jets. Also, the tight end. Cannot remember his name. I think it's like something Mason for the Jets as well. He will also benefit. So all three of those guys will benefit based on Tyrod Taylor's play. Tyrod Taylor's not the best player, but we know when he gets in a pickle, he will look as a veteran, look down to his running backs and his tight ends, see if any of those guys are open after his first and second read, if they aren't the first and second read, obviously. But yeah, so I think Tyrod Taylor will help him. If anything, it'll be better for the pass game, as Justin Fields has just not been able to get it done. Fields the ball too long, still kind of sadly struggles through his progressions. Sorry, that's the word that I was looking for. His progressions. He just struggles, still continuing to look at those. As Pickens is just having, an elite game here. I guess it was just the wrong day to play against Pickens, as now Big Money Joe should be leading against me in fantasy. That is a bummer, but that's just how it rolls, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, Big Money Joe beating me by 2 points, so I should get the L this week, unless Javonte Williams can show up, give me a touchdown or something, a long run here. But yeah, Pickens is just on another worldly level. He has 26 points, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 8 receptions on 10 targets. Jeez Louise. And they're not stopping there. They're going to pass to Lupke, who gets another first down here. They are pouring it on the Raiders. It says if not sure if Geno Smith is a viable fantasy start anymore. No, not at all. Dak and Brissett are carrying me in the Superflex. Keep them, man. Brissett's going to stay the starter, in my opinion. I think the Cardinals are done with Kyler Murray and everything that he does. It just doesn't lead those teams to wins, but that team is not built to win either. I don't know if this is like something where there is a true injury there for Kyler Murray, or if Brissett is just the guy that they want to roll with for the rest of the year and call it a year, basically. I don't know what's going on there for the Cardinals. I haven't really dove deep into it either. But Dak Prescott also, again, as you see, he's passing to CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, as well as Pickens here, who are just balling out, all three of them. So yeah, it's great. So I think Dak and Brissett are good guys to have as well. I wouldn't mind you picking up Tyrod Taylor if you needed to. But yeah. Also, Kirk Cousins should be starting. I don't know if you feel like Kirk Cousins will do well. I really don't like Kirk Cousins there with the Atlanta Falcons. We've seen already what he's done. But obviously, with Michael Penix going down, he's a new starter. So if you need somebody, Kirk Cousins might be there. He might be a guy to help you. Oh, look at that. They look at the division standings. Obviously, the Eagles are at number 1. The LA Rams are at number 2, followed by the Chicago Bears at the number 3 spot. Obviously, 49ers and Seahawks 7-3, 7-4. Buccaneers in the NFC South at 6-4, and the Packers smack dab right in the middle. A lot of great football teams here. As Ferguson gets the catch, but negative 2 yards for fantasy people there. Let's see. So 2nd and 10 here for the Cowboys. They're driving already, taking a lot of time off the clock as they're about to get into. There's Pickens again. They just get into the red zone there. This is Javonte Williams' time, hopefully, as Pickens gets another catch, his 9th reception that goes for about 17 yards, or 18 yards actually, because he gets down to the 2-yard line. So this is where Javonte Williams should score, but obviously they don't have him in, so Davis is there. But this is honestly, yeah, there's Javonte Williams coming in. So hopefully they give him the rock. Hopefully I get the touchdown there. And hopefully I will be up just for a little bit with this Javonte Williams run, as I am down by 4 points. So this one should give me 6 points if Javonte can get in here somehow. So let's see what type of package the Cowboys are going in here on 2nd and goal. Yeah, it looks like they're going big package with, is that CeeDee Lamb out there? Yeah. Trying to get touchdown there. Looks like, who's that? Number 18, 19. Let's see who that is. They didn't even have a graphic for number 19. Oh, is that Flournoy? Wow, Ryan Flournoy with a 2-yard reception. So Dak Prescott definitely got you some points there, Silva, because of the passing touchdown. You got four points there from the passing touchdown. What a great pass, too. Right on the money. Floated it up just in the hands of Flournoy. Great route. On that little stylish route, I think is what they call that. But yeah, good job. So Aubrey gets another point here, 31-9. So let me go ahead and change up this scoreboard here for us, as this is a killing, boys and girls. A killing. Somebody call the game already, because this is a massacre. Let's see. Pull up this new updated one. There you go. 31-9. We're midway through the 3rd quarter, so there's still a lot of time to go for the Cowboys to just pack on the points here. Make this game so out of reach, so which is already pretty much out of reach. Here leading by 22 points. over the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. So that's the thing that hurts even more is that you're losing like this in your home stadium, which is pretty wild. I think it's only happened one time to the Seahawks within the past like 7 years or so. But yeah, definitely not what you want to do. But definitely glad that we let go of Geno Smith, or we let him walk, basically. Traded him away. But yeah, nothing too crazy here. It's just kind of way Geno Smith has been playing as of recent. Nothing new to me as he was the Seahawks quarterback before this. So.
Hello there.
Hello there. How are you? Let's see. I don't know if it's me or if your camera's not on. Oh, there you go. Loaded in. Perfect. I think it was me. How you doing, man?
Doing well. Doing well.
Ugh.
How's the game? Looks a little out of hand.
Freaking massacre, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. I have fantasy implications. So I was leading Big Money Joe by like 25 points. And Pickens decides to have the game of his life, and he's got 29 by himself.
So you lost?
So I'm losing right now. I'm down by 4. So I'm pretty sure I'll lose.
Has Aubrey made any kicks?
Yeah. A lot more of a...
Oh, I won. Nice.
Yeah, you won already.
No, I think this is impossible.
Nah, that's not possible. But yeah, basically the Raiders have not been able to get anything going.
Nice.
Ugh. But yeah, it was pretty good in the first half. Had a couple people in here, but kind of slowed down since then, as this game has slowed down basically.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. I was watching when this comic came in.
Oh, you were?
That movie is garbage.
Really? You didn't like it?
Looks great. Did I enjoy watching it? Sure. But like, it was such a poorly thought out movie. It was supposed to be this big detective movie or whatever.
Oh yeah.
One of the worst detectives I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah, there was no detective work ever. I think they only had like one scene where there was like somebody doing detective work outside of a building, and then never again.
My thing with the detective work was those like pictures they had of the mayor coming out of the club,
Yeah.
First thing you do as a detective, where did he take those pictures from?
Yeah.
Get the angle and you can figure out exactly the apartment he's just been chilling in the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's literally his apartment he's been taking those pictures from.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. And then Jim Gordon's just going, Jesus Christ. The
whole
freaking movie. That's all he says. That's all he does. Visually incredible.
Yeah.
I do love the action, other than him taking no recoil from getting shot in the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. There definitely was some stuff in the movie. I thought it was like, for sure, though, the character of Batman was like the most realistic character of Batman.
I thought Batman was good. His Bruce Wayne, I was not a fan of.
Yeah.
His Bruce Wayne...
He was so reclusive.
His Bruce Wayne was literally just Batman.
Yeah.
That was his Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, the whole persona of his Bruce Wayne is to make it seem like it's impossible for him to be Batman. And literally, it's the most obvious thing ever, because he's literally the same dude the whole time.
Just black makeup and everything.
Yeah. Just had to say that just because that movie gets glazed so much when it really should not. And Batman lost the whole movie. He didn't win.
Oh, yeah.
The whole city got flooded.
He was getting beat up the whole time. There was so many villains though. I felt like they tried to jam pack it with so many villains.
It was just a freaking crazy person.
It was Penguin too.
Penguin didn't do anything.
Yeah, he did a little bit. That driving scene.
Driving scene was sick. Sick.
Ooh, no first down.
What's up with this vertical mode?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a new thing. I don't know if you saw it on the last one, but I was
I was watching it on YouTube and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, I hate it. And I haven't found a way where I can get rid of it. Every time I try to get rid of it, it just like yeah, you can hide it, but
it's still on YouTube.
Yeah, we have 2 videos on YouTube right now. Like 2 live videos.
I saw that.
I don't like it. It's just weird.
I bet it's in the.
Yeah, there should be a way to turn it off. I just haven't messed with it.
You're in dual swivel. You dual last and use the 3-dot menu to customize how your assets look like in each orientation. Weird.
But yeah, I didn't like it. The first day I did it, I deleted this one on accident, and so I was live on the other one.
Oh, that's weird.
But then nobody could watch it on the other, on this mode.
Weird.
So
okay.
definitely some oopsies learning it, but
I'll figure it out.
But I think it's only in live mode because when I record, it's not there.
Yeah.
So it's just a new feature that they have.
Excited for this Friday, the Saturday.
I know. I talked about it a little bit in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait, dude.
The weather's supposed to be really nice.
It's not gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold, but not like anything that we've never, been used to.
It's 28 degrees right now.
Yeah, that's.
It's gonna warm up.
Yeah, it's gonna be like above 32.
I wanted a snow game.
Dude, I wanted it to snow too, honestly, but it seems like we're not going to get anything. I think the only time that there's like a precipitation chance is like the last day when we fly out.
I wanted a snow game. I wanted a in the teens type of game,
In the teens, snow falling, heavy run game.
I bought gloves for a reason. I have gloves.
Yeah, I have the gloves you gave me.
Oh, yeah.
Probably still going to wear them, but...
Oh, yeah, for sure. That and a beanie and a hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a jersey while I'm there for the game.
There you go. I
just haven't decided who I'm going to buy. I haven't decided.
Let's see. Gianti gets the first down. Surprising. He's been stopped in the backfield all game.
Oh my god. 41 just got wiped out.
Oh yeah, Izuruki. Oh, he's in my back.
I think I'm ahead of you. I'll pause on my snap.
Okay.
Let me know.
Let's see. And Hut.
All right.
Michael Mayer. First.
Did you see my polls?
Your polls?
I had in the Avatar set.
Oh yeah.
I said there were 30 plus cards.
Yeah, there are more.
Guess what they're at now?
They're at 80.
No, they're both 50 plus.
Jeez.
In a single pack, dude.
You got the best
pack. I've never had anything like that.
I know. It's the best pack you've ever pulled from.
I looked at one, I was like, wait a second. I got two of these?
You're like, what?
I was like, wait a second, are these like the best? Oh, they are the best of the base cards that you can pull.
That's cool. Not bad, man. Not bad.
No,
are you gonna make your Avatar deck?
I'm still deciding. I have some stuff from Amazon coming in next week.
Mm-hmm.
because that comes out a week later. So I'm gonna see what I pull from there. I kind of want to make a Fire Lord Zuko with Firebending deck, but I haven't decided yet. I pulled a Toph, and Rift Bending sounds a little cool.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, and since I had the Badger Mole Cub, that will help a lot because all the lands are turned into creatures, and then those creatures with the Badger Mole now tap for additional,
additional land. Yeah, that's cool.
So
that'd be a cool play style for you to play.
But Firebending is really just right up my alley.
I know.
So, really interested in that one.
I guess you'll just wait to see what you pull then.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moster gets a couple yards there. 3rd and 8.
Kind of trying to relax though in the crazy decks after this last
tournament.
These.
Yeah.
No, this is what I did this last tournament.
Oh.
I felt like a horrible person since then.
With your turn 4 wins?
Turn 3.
Turn 3? Jesus.
What's up, Trey? He says this is probably the dumbest Monday Night Football game ever. I'm just tuning in. I don't know how bad it's been. But it's a good thing Seattle moved on to Geno.
Tyler Lockett. I know, man. I mean, it felt like we had him this past week, too, with all the interceptions with Sam Darnold, but we were still in the game, so I'm very proud of the defense.
You guys are a good team.
Yeah, we'll get it together.
Oh, yeah.
We just got to make playoffs. If we don't make playoffs, then it'd be a shame.
A lot to play for in the next 6 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Or 7 weeks, I think. I think it's 7 more games.
Yeah, because this week is week 12, so it counts as a game, yeah. So 7.
Yeah. The Packers about to run the freaking gauntlet with the NFC North.
Oh, you better
Five
hope.
of our next 7 are NFC North.
Jeez. So you got the Lions one more time, Vikings
Lions
one more
time,
Bears.
Bears twice.
Oh, Bears twice. You haven't even played the Bears yet?
Yeah, we gotta give. And the Bears have a tough schedule, so whole them on the top, that ain't gonna happen much longer. We'll at least split with the Bears at the least. I'm hoping we can give them 2 losses.
Yeah,
that would be huge for the North.
You don't think you can beat the Lions again?
I said it right after we beat them week 1. If we play that game like the very next day, like that same team, like we lined up the next day, I didn't think it was going to play out the same way. And we were playing at our absolute best. They were playing at their absolute worst at the time. Yeah. I think it's a toss-up, really. I'm not going to go into that game, we've won this one.
I think you guys should be able to sweep the Vikings, though.
We better. If we can't sweep the Vikings, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's where we're losing games we can't afford to lose.
Let me update the quarter.
Can we afford to go 1-1 with the Lions? Sure. Can we afford to go 1-1 with the Bears? Sure. If we can't sweep the Vikings, we're in trouble.
Faux show.
So.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to split games with the Rams, the 49ers, and then I'm sure we'll beat the Cardinals again.
Yeah.
So, same thing in our division, basically.
But I have no idea where we stack up because I haven't really watched it. I haven't seen a full football game in the last 3 weeks.
I bet. Yeah, I haven't really also. When I was watching the past 2 Seahawks games, because the other one was a bye week for us, I haven't watched football like that much. I
fell asleep
a quarter or 2.
I fell asleep during the Packer game. The past 2 or 3 I've knocked out during.
Yeah. Dang.
I'm just so tired on Sundays. I need some rest.
Yeah.
Trey says we aren't making the playoffs this year.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance. I think they're like 5-5 now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me double check that.
They might be 5-6. I don't know if they've had a bye yet.
They are 5-5.
5-5. Okay.
So you could definitely make the playoffs, and this is what I've been saying. And I don't know what I'm talking about. This is what I've been saying. I've been saying nothing. But if the Chiefs make the playoffs, you better be watching out for them. I don't care how they've looked all season. And if they make the playoffs, you better be ready to play that Sunday because they can win any game in the playoffs.
Yep.
I don't care who they're against. The Chiefs can win in the playoffs.
They beat every single team in the playoffs.
Don't let them in the playoffs.
Yep.
I don't care if it's the 7th seed. I don't care if it's the 6th seed. Don't let them in. Don't do it.
Yep.
That's the single dumbest thing you could let happen is let the Chiefs in the playoffs because they will win a game at least. I have a very good feeling they could go far.
If they have any momentum in the playoffs, it's over. Like they'll sweep again.
Yes.
Like they just always run on all cylinders, especially if they have no break in between.
Their coaching's too good.
So there's a chance. That's for sure.
I'm leaning on the side that they're not going to make the playoffs, and
honestly,
I would love for that to happen.
Honestly, I hope they don't.
Yeah, we need different storylines in the NFL rather than just Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, here he comes.
I'm surprised how much is still left in your apartment, Vince.
Yeah, we're moving a lot this Thursday, so these fish tanks won't be here.
4th and 4
on Thursday.
Gino.
But yeah, we've moved a lot of the stuff that you couldn't see before.
Okay.
So like everything in cabinets and closets and you know, the living room is like all the furniture there besides the couch is gone.
Yeah.
The only thing there is a couch and a TV. Our dining table's still there. The big hutch kind of thing is there.
Yeah.
Is there comments or what?
Yeah, Trey put a funny one. He says, I hope the Packers and Seahawks don't make it either then. That's a fair thing to wish for. I would be surprised if we both didn't make it.
Yeah,
Is it possible one of us don't? Sure.
Yeah, there's Trey Tucker for a touchdown.
There you go.
Update the score. But yeah, it's all of our big furniture. That's the only stuff that's pretty much left. I'll send you a picture in a little bit of what it looks like. I gotta wait to see if they're gonna go for 2. Probably.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
It seems like they're going back to the silent hunt.
Just gonna put that. Let's do that. And if they go for 2, oh well. This game doesn't matter.
Trey, yell at him for the scoreboard. Yell at him.
Doesn't matter.
Yell at him for the scoreboard, Trey. How dare he take so long?
There's
the extra point.
There's the extra point. New scoreboard up and ready.
Trey says, there we go. It says scoreboard. Vince. Who are the Packers playing in the game you all are going to? We are going to the game this Sunday, and the Packers are playing those purple devils, those demons.
Reed, you better watch out.
Satan himself.
They're not going to let us get on the plane, and
I'm gonna fight him, dude. Me and AJ against the world. I had his back in Seattle. He's got my back in Packer, and when we go to Minneapolis during our layover, if anybody looks at me funny, I'm swinging, and AJ's right behind me.
It's on site.
It's on site.
Oh man.
We better win.
So these are.
I'll get so triggered if we don't win this game.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy if you guys lose another one at Lambeau. Especially in November.
Well, Toyotathon, I believe, starts this week.
This week? So it's a different Jordan Love.
Yes. Toyotathon, Jordan Love is MVP caliber Love. All right?
All right. But yeah, those are some pictures so far.
Your house.
Yeah. So far, that's just the first floor. So we have a second floor. We're waiting for.
Very laid the flooring down. It looks like.
Yeah, in the living room.
Nice.
We're paying somebody to put it up in the second floor because I don't want to do it. It takes so long.
I bet, man.
And you have to get it so perfect. If not, it's all screwed up.
Yeah.
So I'm not down for the headache, especially with these trips that we have planned.
Oh yeah.
So
Trey says you have a layover in Minnesota. Yes, we have a layover in Minnesota, and on our way back, we have another layover in.
I think we're in Atlanta. Yeah.
It's so weird. We have to go all the way over that way.
Well, Atlanta is like the hub for Delta.
I know it is.
Yeah, so that's why we're always there. Like every flight that I've ever taken, we always go to Atlanta. Like there's no way around it. But yeah, so yeah, it should be a fun trip.
Yeah. Also bought a upgrade vents to my Scry deck.
Let me see. Zoom.
Let's see if it can focus.
The legendary artifact. Scry 2, whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. Do this only once each turn. Only once, Reed. Only once.
Only once. But I have instant cards that allow me to scry on other people's turns.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's see.
Trey say that's a weird place considering the enemy. Yeah, dude, I'm taking bodies. We're taking bodies there. There's gonna be, you're gonna hear about a massacre at the Minnesota airport and be like, AJ, truck.
There you go. There's Javante. Need Javante to go get a damn touchdown so I can win fantasy.
Javante.
Yeah.
Is he helping me go even higher? In one league?
Higher and higher. Oh, do you have him also in Dynasty or what?
I think I have him in Dynasty. So I beat Ben the dog into the ground.
Ben the dog.
He hasn't been doing that well, honestly.
Nah, he hasn't really gotten anything. His longest run is 10 yards. Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Pete Carroll.
Am I gonna get in trouble, Vince, for switching or forgetting to switch Stevenson out?
Switching who? Stevenson? Nah, you're good. You're good.
There's no penalty for me?
There's no penalty. You're gonna give away all your picks anyway. Let's see.
I missed the trade deadline, I think.
Yeah, it ends
has to be after the season. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, ends right after this game, I think. Or at 12, I don't know.
Midnight,
I don't know how
probably.
that works. Yeah.
So, unless I trade them in the off season, I got all 3 picks right now.
There you go. Let's see.
7.
They're going to punt it. Brian Anger. Bam. Oof.
That is...
It's so
this
dumb.
Punt returner is Garbo.
Trade Tucker, man. Messed
Did he
up.
let that go bounce into the end zone?
He was trying to. I would have just caught it where it first came. Yeah, I don't think it would have ever made it into the end zone anyway.
Well, honestly, he put himself on the one pretty close.
Yep.
I know there's forward momentum, but that was bad.
But yeah, I've already gotten confirmation on our flights, Reed, that none of them will be canceled.
Or delayed?
Or delayed.
Good.
At least going over there.
Yeah. Good.
So we should be aight.
Good. Just gotta figure out what to do once we get there.
I know. And have a whole day. I think we get there like at lunchtime or something.
Yeah. Then we gotta go check in.
Well, we'll have the car, so we can do whatever we want.
Yeah. We can go to Green Bay early.
Yeah, because we'll be getting there the day before the game, so.
I know we mentioned about going to where is it?
That other town or whatever? Or the Hall of Fame thing?
Where do the Bucks play?
Oh, in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yeah.
I know we talked about that.
Yeah, we haven't even looked anything up, though. But there was a game that's going on.
They play the same day at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or something that we could make the drive, technically.
We could make it. I guess we'll see how we're feeling after.
Yeah, that's very true. AJ's gonna be like frozen.
And it's gonna be midday too, so
It's not gonna be that cold.
Yeah, the sun will be out, even if it's behind clouds.
It'll be cold, but it won't be.
It won't be anything.
It won't be the frozen tundra.
Yeah, it won't be anything that we haven't already been through.
Yeah. They do get that lake breeze, though, in Lambeau.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That'll be
real
nice.
Close to that water.
Let's see. At the 2-yard line here. Oh. False start. Bring them back a yard. No, watching a video. It's funny.
Oh, that's a safety. That's a safety. He didn't make it back.
Ruh-roh. 2 points for the Cowboys.
Yep.
Who would have known?
There's a chance he may have just gotten over the line, but I'm pretty sure that's a safety.
Who would have known to take the Cowboys defense?
Did he get it back over the line? Oh, he was just on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a safety.
Safety.
Bro, he didn't stand a chance.
I'm telling you, bro, that's how it's been the whole game for Jonty. Like, there's been no room for him to run at all.
No, he didn't make it past the line. He's right on the line. That's the farthest he got.
Poor guy.
6 rushes for 6 yards. That's so... Oh, my God. Of all the places he could have gone.
The only reason he has points is because of a pass catching. And half of his passes that he's caught, he's been tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Bro's just wasting away.
Yeah. I mean, it's his first year. I mean, so hopefully it gets better, but it's so bad.
Well, his head coach is going to change.
Yeah. Pete Carroll won't be there next year.
I would be shocked. If he is, it's just another wasted season.
Yep.
That's the one hire I did not understand.
They were just doing it for name value.
It just didn't make sense to me. Nothing against him. Legendary coach. But
it's just not the right fit.
It's not the right fit. He's too old for a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole reason why they didn't want to hire Belichick, because he's just too old for a rebuild.
I honestly think Belichick would have been better.
Probably. Even though he's not having any luck in college.
I don't think he's coaching in college anymore.
Was he not?
Yeah, I think he quit.
No, that was a fake story.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
He literally just this past Sunday barely shook hands with the other head coach that he lost to.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn, that was a crazy.
Oh. Interesting. Do that. Yeah, I can hear you. Something happened. They
I lost my camera. My camera died.
Kicked you off.
Lost my camera.
Oh, there you go. Let's do this. Camera's been dying a lot, Reed.
I haven't taken the time to actually fix it since last time.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, I need it. I need a Javonte Williams touchdown to even see a flicker of a win here.
Looks like you have a fantasy question here, Vince.
A fantasy question?
B. Silva. He says 4-7 team, redraft full PPR, needs help. His starters are Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Derek H. Henry, Sutton, Keenan, Goddard, Vidal, Trey Tucker. His bench is Bucky, JCM, Chuba, Sean Tucker, Christian Watson, and his IR is Garrett Wilson. What do you sell Josh Allen for, he says?
Bro, you get the house, you get a freaking insane running back, because your running backs are hurting the most, I would say.
Especially for Dynasty.
Yeah, Sutton is up and down.
Oh.
Nah, it's just a redraft.
Never mind.
Yeah, Sutton is so up and down. Keenan Allen is so up and down right now. Vidal is actually doing pretty good for you. So you have one good running back. Aaron Jones has kind of made a resurgence, getting like 10 to 15 points these past few weeks. Trey Tucker is not too bad. But yeah, if anything, if I'm selling Josh Allen, I'm trying to get a top-notch wide receiver. Oh, is that a fumble?
I don't know.
Or a top-notch running back. So I'm going for like the Jonathan Taylors. I'm going for the Christian McCaffreys. Going for the JSN type of player. And it could be 1-to-1, or you could get like a really, really good player and then like a mediocre player that could just fill a gap for you. But I also see that you don't have another quarterback up there. So obviously you'll have to pick up a quarterback. So if I'm gonna drop anybody, it might be Parker, to be honest. But that's just me. So, but yeah, that's what I would do. Just look around your league, see who's in a situation where if they have a plethora of guys and they're willing to give up somebody to get Josh Allen, do that. Just look for those guys that are upper echelon, top 5 in their respective brackets, whether it's running back or wide receiver, even a tight end. I have in one league, I have McBride and Kittle. They got me 53 points just by themselves this week. So you can go after anybody who gets you 20 plus points a week. And you can definitely find a quarterback. Obviously, he's not going to get you 40 something points like Josh Allen did with his 6 overall touchdowns this week. But obviously, they'll get you something like 20. But that's what I would do. What do you sell Josh Allen for? Pretty much. But yeah, it just depends on your league. It's always dependent on who's on somebody's team, because I'd have to see every single team in order to tell you like what's the best thing you could possibly trade for as a package deal. And don't be afraid to throw in some of your guys also besides Josh Allen. Like, don't be afraid to throw in maybe, if you're willing to, Bucky Irving. You go Josh Allen and Bucky Irving. You get rid of those guys. You get like somebody like Jonathan Taylor and a great wide receiver, whoever they have on Jonathan Taylor's team in your league, or whoever has JSN, and they also have a good running back, like maybe Christian McCaffrey or somebody like Javonte Williams or something like that. Whoever their running backs and wide receivers are, just look and see who's willing to give up those pieces to get Bucky Irving and Josh Allen or somebody of that sort. It says, "Let me add you as a co-owner." Oh, are you the commissioner of that league? That's funny. No, but yeah, I do believe B Silva, you're in our Discord already, so go ahead and put the pictures of every single team if you want to in there, and I can give you a more in-depth analysis on who might be somebody to trade for, something like that. It just helps me if I see the teams and who they have. Alrighty, Tyler Booker here. Personal foul. What do you do? Punch somebody?
Not sure. But Vince, I'm gonna hop off. Unfortunately, I gotta get ready for bed. I got a long day tomorrow. Okay.
Sounds good, my guy.
All right. I'll see you this weekend.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Bye.
Ladies, man. Alrighty. And then there was one. Let's see. So, Javonte Williams, I need him to get a 26-yard touchdown right here. Just need him to take it to the house. That'll help me solidify, hopefully, a fantasy win. Or if anything, I just need him to get a touchdown by himself, basically. Let's see. 1st and 10 here. What's going on? A lot of stoppages going on in this game. Okay. 1st and 10. 8 minutes left to go. Clock is winding. They're going to toss the rock to Ferguson. He's going to get about 6 yards. He throws a guy just into another universe. Jesus. Crazy. The strength of some of these players is so crazy. Yeah, good little screenplay there. Pretty much everybody besides Adams there was fooled. So if they run the rock here, Javonte Williams will get like a yard. It's been the story of his life today. No touchdowns, 1 to 5 yards every carry, which is not bad, but I think his average right now is pretty low, like 2 yards, 3 yards a carry, if that. So we'll get a 3rd and 2. Dak Prescott has 4 passing touchdowns. Wowza. Very, very nice stats there for Dak Prescott against a very, very weak defense. So this is where, you get a rushing touchdown here for Javonte Williams. Just give him the rock. Get this game over with. There's CeeDee Lamb. Got the 1st down. So let's see. What am I down by? I am down by 3.5 points. So yeah, a touchdown here from Javonte Williams would put the icing on the cake. So we'll see if I get that. If I do, then I think that I could win this game, because I don't think they'll be passing the rock after that very often. If anything, they'll just run out the clock. Yeah, there's Javonte Williams rushing for another hard 4 or 5 yards. So inching closer and closer there. The one thing I would hate them to do is run the rock with Javonte Williams and then let this running back there, Davis, come in and get a touchdown. Be the icing on the cake there. Seems like they're going to keep Javonte Williams in. He was bending down, so he kind of looks a little bit tired, a little bit discombobulated. He's got 21 rushes for 92 yards, 4.5 average. So his average is actually pretty high. So maybe he's getting more yards than I'm anticipating every single play. But there's a tight end, number 89, Spanford. So it's going to be a third down here. 3rd and 2. I feel like this is definitely where you give Javonte Williams the rock again. Just run it up the gut. Hopefully he can get into. They got Luke in. Do they have him? Is Javonte Williams out there still? Yeah, he still is. Seems like they're going to run the rock here. Oh, but he gets stopped in the backfield. He gets about 1 yard. A really long 1 yard. So it's going to be fourth and... They give him 4th and 2, but I think it's 4th and 1. Let's see where they line this ball up. As long as they don't bring out the field goal unit. Let's just run this rock. Let's get Javonte Williams a touchdown here. It's like the icing on the cake. You got 4 passing touchdowns, a safety, but 0 rushing touchdowns. Like, come on, guys. That's the move here. Get the rushing touchdown as we get a timeout here. So we'll see what they do. But yeah. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this game? I mean, 33-16. Basically, the Cowboys have doubled the 16 points of the Raiders here. Defense has been playing pretty dang good for the Cowboys. Obviously, the offense for the Raiders has just been playing abysmal in its own right. But Cowboys' offense looks like they're firing on all cylinders against a weak Raiders secondary. Like I said, 4 passing touchdowns for Dak Prescott. So, yeah. Basically, that's how the cookie has crumbled here. So Javonte Williams out there, but it looks like they're going to be trying to pass this ball because they got 3 wide out, 1 tight end in the mix there. Javonte Williams to the right of Dak Prescott. Oof. So CeeDee Lamb would have gotten the touchdown there if he would have caught that ball. But the turnover here on down, so the Raiders will get the ball there somewhere on the 5. So sad that, Javonte Williams did not get this touchdown, but it is what it is. And Sam McCall says, yo, what's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. How's everything going on? Alrighty, so yeah, about 6 minutes left. The Raiders really are not going to win this game, but they're going to try their dang best to kind of make the score look like it was a closer game than it was. But yeah, this game has not been close since the end of the first quarter when the Cowboys got their first touchdown. It was 10-6. Ever since then, they've ran away with this game, leading 17-6. And then 24-6, and then at halftime 24-9, and obviously we've gotten to where Cowboys scored again. It was 31-9, then 31-16, and now with the safety that just happened, a couple minutes back, now it's 33-16. What an odd score! Sam McCall says, "Holy crap! Pickens pulled it out for me in Dynasty." Yeah. Pickens is a G right now. Says, how about Josh Allen for Pittman and JT? I would do it. My only thing there is that they're on the same team. Sometimes I don't like to do that. What are his other receivers on that one? But also, I don't know if he's going to do a straight up Josh Allen for Pittman and JT, or JT and anybody else. It might just have to be like you give up Josh Allen and you get JT, if the guy is willing, obviously. If I had JT, I would not be willing to move him, but some people have a price, so this guy might. So you can try it out definitely and see if he wants to add anybody on there. Like I said, I think you'll need to add somebody because quarterbacks are great, right? But if this guy is trying to win the championship, he's going to try to keep JT and somehow get Josh Allen from you. Don't let him do that. So you have to get one for one. You got to get the number one guy for another number one guy at another position. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, there's Gianti. Got about 4 yards, 3 yards. We'll see what they give him. Sam McCall says we should change this division stuff in Dynasty for next year. Mo and I can't keep carrying. Yeah, your guys' records are pretty good. But that's the thing about the division. So, like in your division, the way I have done it is the top 3 of each division will make it. Last year, it just didn't let me change it, but I think it worked out to where it was the top 3 anyway. But yeah, for some reason, it just does it that way. I can change it back to where it's just like a chronological order to where the top 6 teams, no matter what, make it. It really won't change it too much because it kind of works out that way anyways. But the divisions just make it so there's like rivalries. My plan was to make this dynasty, last a long time, and hopefully the divisions can actually have some rivalries that happen. But it's only 2 years in, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll definitely put it to a vote after the season if we want the divisions to go away because they really honestly don't do anything too much. So it's not a big deal. I just want to troll you and AJ. No, you're good. I think. Let me check. I think our records are actually not that bad, but they're just not in comparison to what your guys are on the other side. Last year was different. Last year, me and AJ were almost pretty much perfect. Just kind of like how you and Muhammad are. And so it's flipped. But yeah, 8-2 and 7-3. 6-4 is Reed. They're in 3rd place. And then for us, it's 5-5 for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd with me, Noah, and AJ. So yeah, definitely should work out the same where the top 6 will make it. So top 3 from each division. Yeah, it just works out the way that it does. Let's see. So it looks like they got a sack there, like Odigizua. But yeah, Geno Smith, man. Just getting beat up behind this line. As always. But it looks like we'll head to the 2-minute warning, I believe, if they let the clock run down. Actually, it's 1st and goal for the Cowboys, so even better. They're just going to kneel it out. So I guess that works for everything. There's a flag here. I wanted that Javonte Williams touchdown, but I guess I won't get it. It's 12 men on the field. Oh, goodness. They might as well just go for the touchdown. Might as well. It says, is it just me or injuries have been crazy this year? Yeah, they're on another level. I've talked about this a couple times with some people on here. It's like this year has been the most injury-prone year for all the stars of the league. Like it feels like we have like so many top 20 players in the league on IR right now at this point in time, as well as some rookies or some players that were supposed to be like top 30 players as well on IR or just hurt in general. But yeah, it hasn't hit too many teams. Like the Seahawks have been virtually pretty healthy besides some defensive players. I feel like the Packers have been virtually healthy as well. a few minor injuries here and there, but there's some teams that have not been hit that much by the injury bug. But then there are some teams like the Giants, the 49ers. Who else has been super injury prone? I don't know. The Kansas City Chiefs have had suspensions and injuries and all this stuff. Some other teams I'm pretty sure that I'm missing out there that have just been hit with the injury bug. The Jets have had injuries galore. Maybe the Dolphins have had a few injuries here and there. Just a lot of teams, So a lot of teams having some injuries like Tyreek Hill and all that stuff with Miami, the Dolphins. So it's just been a crazy year. It says, what's the cause of the injuries? Turf? That's what people skepticize, and everybody will say, like, oh, the amount of injuries on turf versus grass is not that drastic. But when you look at other leagues around the world, like soccer and all that stuff, where ACLs and knee injuries are very prominent, they all use grass, and injuries have been at an all-time low ever since people have been doing that. So they skepticize that if football were to do the same thing and go to all grass, which they say is way too expensive because they'd have to pay for new grass every week. It's like, no, you just put an investment in something that would help your grass grow. Some people say, like, oh, what if we live in a cold state? Like, obviously the grass isn't going to be growing very well. Well, that's where the domes come in handy, or you have what Real Madrid has, where their grass actually goes under the stadium where it's in temperature control, and the grass just comes out when it's game time. So stuff like that. There's a lot of things that you can change and all that, but definitely I do believe turf adds to the amount of injuries that happen. Cross your fingers, man. Mine are. Oh, for sure, for sure. It says no crying in fantasy football, Prince. Hey, you're good, Big Money Joe. If I were to lose to anybody, it'd be to you. But he says, I can't believe I won 2 in a row. Knowing my luck, though, they will bring in Javonte to rush it in. Actually, they probably won't, honestly. The last chance for him to score was about like 4 or 5 minutes ago in real time. But they just couldn't get the second and third down conversion to get him into the end zone. So it is what it is. But yeah, that would have put the icing on the cake. I would have won this if they would have gotten it in, but again, just doesn't work like that. So, but yeah, Pickens had an amazing game. He's a great guy to have in fantasy right now, to be honest. But it should be one more kneel, and then this one should be over, or 2 more kneels. Sorry. So after this one runs out, we have 2 more kneels, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna work. Because it's 3rd and goal. They'll run this down. We'll still have like a minute and 20 seconds, I think, something around there, minute 19. And then you kneel it again. And then there'll be about 30 seconds left. So it's like, what do you do after that? Like right here, yeah. Now it's 4th and goal. And you have like a 30-second or 25-second discrepancy. So it's kind of weird. It says, sorry, I've been MIA remodeling and been recovering from surgery. Yeah, I saw that, man. How was your surgery on the meniscus? If that's what you got done, I think it's what it was from what you told me. I see your little 2 laparoscopic kind of surgery points there where they use the camera and the tools and everything. I saw your daughter put in some Band-Aids on there too. It's funny. Cute stuff. But yeah, it says walking on my leg already. Good. Yeah, I know after surgery they want you walking the day of, or the day after, if anything. So pretty cool stuff. It says my kids are also got me running everywhere. I bet. No, yeah, but we're still doing remodeling at our house too, so I understand you. This day as well as Wednesday are the only days that I do podcast stuff for right now. So still going to be working on taking a lot of the stuff that you see back here home this week. So you might see one more video of me recording on Wednesday where this fish tank is back here. And after that, it might not be there anymore, and it's going to be in the new house. So, yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, he's like, I just got a 7 millimeters piece chopped off and just cleaned up some fluid. Yeah. some wear and tear stuff, obviously. So that's good though, man. It'll benefit you later on with less knee pain, hopefully. But for you and I, there may be some areas of what's it called? Some knee replacements in our features. Again, we don't know where all this stuff is going to go in the future for medical stuff, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, but because I work with patients that have knee replacements and it looks like it sucks, but it really helps for sure. The longevity of movement and arthritis and all that stuff. But he says, congrats on your new spot, Vince. Grown man shit right there. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, AJ's got his spot. I got my spot. Hopefully Reed will get his spot too. He's getting up in his company right now, and we'll see if he wants to settle down anywhere. But obviously right now he's comfortable living where he's at. But yeah, we're all working towards, having that longevity in a place that we can call home. So time to get out of this apartment life. I loved it because I don't have to fix anything or anything like that. But now it's getting into home buying and stuff like that. So time to fix up the place and keep it running, keep it smooth, and keep it lasting as long as possible. But all right, guys, that's going to be the game there. 33-16 is your final. The Cowboys kind of ran away with this one after the first quarter. But yeah, good game overall, in my opinion, even though it was kind of a horrible game after, midway through the second quarter. But it is what it is. It says, I only thought TD would vulture Pickens more. GG Vince. No, you're good, man. Yeah. Fantasy works out that way. I was pretty scared going into it because I was like, oh man, he's got Pickens and John T. I was like, one of those guys is probably going to go off, and ended up being that Pickens was the guy. He says, I got lucky. Yeah. That's what fantasy is. It's all luck. It's just who's going to have the better game, who has the better players for that week on matchups and all that stuff. So pretty fun. But all right, guys. Thanks for being here. Obviously, hit the like button. If you like what the content that we're doing, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're feeling generous. Thank you guys for getting us to 700 subs. We are finally at 700, on the road to 1,000. So if you have a friend or a family member that likes football content or fantasy football content, send them our link. If not, join the Discord down below so you can join the community with us. 700 strong now. So thank you guys for everything. And we will see you soon in some of our videos, as well as next week for a Monday. Or actually, no, we will not be doing a Monday night live because I will actually be in Green Bay, Wisconsin until Tuesday. So no Monday night football game next week. If anything, we will try our best to keep updated in the Discord and everything like that. But good luck to you guys in the fantasy football world next week, as we will be out of service from Saturday all the way to Tuesday. And yeah, I still should be able to be doing my power rankings video. So we'll see you there too as well. All right, guys. Thank you. And as we always say, keep on grinding.